Peace, 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 family. My name is Michael Jordan, and I am the Sirius Alchemist. Welcome back to another book review. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. My reviews are great. My likes are up. Everything's up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, you've been here before, I appreciate you and everybody, all your comments, and everybody that's been tuning in. If you're coming from overseas or somewhere, shout out where you're viewing from. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your country, represent your country. I want to know where you're viewing from. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Let the Serious Alchemist know where you're viewing from. Okay, today's book review, family. I got a good one for the family. It is The Sign of the Serpent, A Key to Creative Physics by Mark Balfour. Now, this one, family, if you understand what creative physics is, you want to have this one in your library, because this book, if understood, can change your life and can have you walk around here a powerful being. You feel me? Have you walk around here creating whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, living the life that you want as well. This book is real powerful. Bobby recommended this book back in the day when he first started lecturing. You know what I mean? And I started studying this book. I was like, dang, this book got some serious information in it, because it goes back into to the ancient Nagas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Nagas, them ancient Asiatic black folks. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we were world renowned folks. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't just privy to one continent. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, Africa was the throne and the globe was our home. We traveled the whole globe. You feel me? So the Nagas in India, which is Indus Kush, and you know what I'm saying, over there in India, you know what I'm saying, the ancient Kushites dealing with them ancient Nagas, them ancient niggas over there, you know what I'm saying? They was doing some real spiritual stuff over there. So this book taps into a lot of it. And I want to read something from the back like I always do, family. And again, I'm going to say the name and put it on the screen. The Sign of the Serpent, create the Key to Creative Physics by Mark Balfour. If you can find it, family, if you can find this book right here, get it. Get it. It's a must-have in your library, trust me. I'm going to read something from the back like I always do. Then I'm going to go in and read a few things from the inside where I got a few tabs. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it'll jog something in somebody out there to go get the book. Because like I always say, I can't do the book justice by reviewing it. Excuse me. The only thing that just does the book justice is you going out there purchasing it and reading it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you applying what you learn from it, because you might get something very different than what I might get from it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's very important to read, family. And like I always say, knowledge doesn't always just come from books. Knowledge, some people channel knowledge, some people download. Sometimes you get downloads. Sometimes I could just be sitting in here chilling and then I get a download, or I could be meditating and I get a download. So I'm saying books are a great way to start. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Books are a great way to start. You can learn a lot from books, but I just wanted to stress that books aren't the only way to get information. Like I said, you can get downloads, you know what I'm saying, through meditation, visions. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways to receive information. But anyway, I'm going to read something from the back of the book, The Sign of the Serpent. And it says, the sign of the serpent spans the chasm that has long separated ancient insight and modern knowledge. The image of the hooded serpent or cobra, revered in India as a symbol of consciousness and the life force, has in the West lain buried in shame throughout 2,000 years of history. In 1986, however, scientific evidence for the substantial reality of universal life force energy fields in accordance with the ancient ethics shattered the reductionist view that life and intelligence are mere effects of physical causes. Creative physics, echoing a once universal science of life, is swiftly emerging with far-reaching implications that touch every facet of the human experience. The serpent, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself because when I do this, sometimes I get anxious and I got to slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I slow myself down a little bit. But anyway, the serpent is at last re-emerging from its long period of hibernation. Mark Balfour is a well-known international journalist, and longtime student of the culture of the Indian subcontinent. In recent times, he has worked closely with physicists in documenting the discovery of the life force energy field and the resulting breakthrough in the control of cancer. Family, you can heal yourself with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can heal yourself. You're that powerful. You're that powerful. And I don't care who you are, you can heal yourself. So that's why I do this, because I know this stuff is real, because I've been doing this stuff, I've been healing myself, I've been creating so many things. So I just want to share what I've been able to do with the world, and hopefully I can teach the world what I know. You feel me? But this book right here is, man, and again, I want to say libraries are very important to have in your homes, family. There's nothing more that important than having a library in your home, to just reach out and grab a book and study or reference and research whatever it is you're researching. But you know, back to the content. I'm gonna go in here and read from a page in here that I marked, and this page here is on page 73. It's called "Hidden Power of Idols," and so this is pretty profound information. So hopefully something in this paragraph that I'm reading, or a couple paragraphs that I read, hopefully it sparks something in somebody to go get the book. Because the book is worth its weight in gold. And I think I only paid, if I'm not sure, maybe $28 for the book, or maybe something like that. But you got to understand, family, that this is, for me, this is currency. This. You know, money don't, it's money, to me, depends on how you view it. But to me, this is currency. Long as I got this, I'll always have money. Money can't evade me, because that's how I think. Money comes to me with ease, because that's how I think. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. Back to the content. The hidden power of idols, right? Let's get it. Few individuals, even in India, are remotely aware of the complexities involved in the construction of temples, and in particular, the installation of the idol or icon. A knowledge of how the idol is imbued with life, or the serpent power, is even more obscure. But the records of this branch of scientific endeavor date back 7,000 years. To the Western mind, the reverence shown to an idol appears profane, since little understanding exists in relation to its social and religious significance to an Easterner. An icon is to a temple what the spirit of life energy is to the human body. It can be likened to the vital currents that link our physical vehicle to our energy body. The temple is a structure specifically designed to house an icon, as well as the mental images that are sought to be evoked in its presence. The geometry of a temple's construction relates to the human body and incorporates the principles of man's relationship to the universe, thus forming a bridge, a living connection between the cosmic forces and the terrestrial forces, which, again, there is the law of correspondence, as above, so below, right there. It becomes a place of union between the two. This factor enables a human being to resonate with those forces responsible for his existence, and explains the feelings one may experience when visiting such sanctuaries. But it is the actual icon that amplifies this condition when we are in close proximity to its form. This will be explained later in the story. From ancient times in India, icons have been modeled in stone or wood, cast in metal, or made of clay. Occasionally, precious stones and crystals are used for carving small idols. Special manuals provide explicit and elaborate instructions as to the creating of different icons and the use of different kinds of material. So as y'all can see, I got many statues over here. but they not just for looks. Y'all might say them statues, no, they ain't for looks. I use each and every one of those statues have a purpose. They're not just sitting there because they look good. They all have a purpose. So when I want to tap into certain energies, I can use that, which is what I just read to you is explaining. So I'm gonna go on. The most ancient images found in country areas are known to have been wooden, with the location and nature of the tree from which the wood is taken being of great significance. And I'm gonna stop right there real quick, and that's why Hollywood is called Hollywood, because they use the wood of the holly tree. And the wood of the holly tree is harder than most other woods, and it's also white. So the Europeans said, this is our wood. We're gonna take this wood and call it our wood. And so now the wood of the holly tree, you now have Hollywood. And don't take my word for it, family. Look it up for yourself. Do your own research, like I always say. But anyway, the piece of stone or the log of wood selected is treated in an elaborate manner in order to divest of its inner nature and to infuse it into the power to contain the divine image. When the selected material is brought to the sacrificial enclosure in a ceremonial procession, a consecrated pot or perner kumbha is installed and the stone or wood is subjected to set rituals before it is given to the sculpture. The carving is done generally in that portion of the temple designed to be the sanctum, and the doors are closed during 3, 5, 7, or 9 days. If this area is not available, an alternative pavilion is specifically set apart to the south or north of the temple, the stone or wood being placed in the center of the structure and worship with flowers and various other offerings. The sculptor begins his work with an initial ritual resembling the traditional seed sowing ceremony. So family, that's why this stuff ain't here just to be so you can look at it and say, oh, that's nice. And no, it's a reason why it's here. It ain't all fun. It ain't all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? Like Lakshmi over there, that big statue, that big stone statue. You think she just there just to be there? Yeah, you could think that if you want to. Very powerful Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and fortune. Look her up. Get some books on her. But anyway, let me get back to the content. Where was I? If this area is not available, an alternative pavilion is specially set apart to the south or north of the temple. The stone or wood being placed in the center of this structure and worship with flowers and various other offerings, the sculptor begins his work with an initial ritual resembling the traditional seed sowing ceremony. Clay icons are classified as temporary or occasional and are not designed for permanent installation in temples. Such images are installed just prior to any ritual and are discharged in water immediately after worship is over. So family, if you want to understand a certain amount of things, you got to research and study. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to be disciplined to sit down and take the time and meditate on things. You know what I'm saying? Some things you don't understand, because I'm going to tell y'all what's happened to me a few times when I was reading these books, and some things that I just really quite couldn't wrap my mind around and I didn't really understand. I sit down and meditated on it for a minute, right? Next thing I know, it would just come to me. I just meditate on it. What is this concept trying to say? What is this? Meditate on it. Bam, like a light bulb go off in my head. Bing. And I understand what it's saying. So family, reading is so important. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's not the all to end all say all, but it is important. And there's something else I want to read in here, family, about the swastika. Some of y'all think y'all know what the swastika really is, and the swastika didn't originate with these Aryan or these so-called racist white folks running around doing all this hate with the swastika. The swastika was used way before it came to the West. It was used by Hitler. It was used, you know, in India. It was used in ancient Kush in the ancient Kushite Empire, which was all Arabia, India, Asia, all that. You know what I'm saying? The Ancient Kushite Empire. Get the book by Drusilla Dundee, The Ancient Kushite Empire. They explain all that. But anyway, the swastika. Let me give me some water. Mouth's getting dry. I'm talking. Mouth starts getting dry talking a lot. But anyway, um, the swastika, right? All over India, the right angle swastika is commonly regarded as a sign of good luck. Good luck is related to the literal translation of swastika, which is well-being, and is understood in its mundane aspect by most people. The idea of well-being originates from the principle of balance, harmonious relationship and union between mind and body. This allows healthy growth, whereas imbalance creates illness and chaos. So as you see, a lot of us when we were younger, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us when we were younger got introduced to the swastika by television and by Hollywood with a lot of violence with these white dudes, these bald-head white dudes calling themselves skinheads and Aryans, and they don't even, that wasn't even them. They don't even know where it came from. There they are again trying to steal somebody else's culture. But anyway, a whole nother video. But the swastika is widely used as a talisman to counteract possible negative or demonic influences. It is particularly evident during weddings, the union of male and female principals. New businesses, enterprises may feature also Ganesh, the elephant-headed god, who in this aspect governs prosperity, wealth, good fortune, or well-being. The origin of the swastika has become a source of speculation for Western researchers throughout time. Mentioned in the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Mahabharata, the symbol has its origin with the Vedic Aryans, its meaning being clearly defined by the Nagas or Aryan initiates. So the fact that you got the Nagas before the Aryan initiates, the Nagas and the Aryans are one and the same. So as you see, these Europeans came along trying to adopt a symbol and adopt somebody else's culture, didn't really know what they was doing, and then they was using it for some real negative shit. You know, violence, and that's not what it represents. That's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? If you understand the real meaning, if you understand the inner meaning of the swastika, right? Anyway, I'll read on. The serpent and the swastika are siblings. Feel me on this one now. The serpent and the swastika are siblings. The serpent as the energizing creative force of the universe, the swastika as that force in motion. Both are fundamental aspects of Vedic cosmology and the cosmic serpent, Ananta Sesha, symbolic of the timeless, eternal, creative principle, displays the swastika on its multi-hooded image. The symbol reflects the wisdom of its original architects, those who understood that the union of principles is the underlying law to all creation, from the cosmos to the essential atom. Y'all get the book, page 49, Sign of the Serpent, Mark Balfour, Balfour. And there's a couple pictures of him in here too. And like y'all, I tell y'all, I don't care if they white, what color they are, yellow, Indian, if they kicking the truth, I'm with it. That's Mark Balfour right there on the white, right? That's him. And show y'all some other images in here. Let me see. This is here again, him again, Mark Balfour, the author. This is him again over here. Over here, he's with, it says he's with Dr. Sergi Benjamin, discussing the spiraling vortex configuration found in the form of seashells. In the forward is an icon of the cosmic dance of Shiva, ancient Hindu symbol of the dynamic creative rhythm of universal life force energy. The Hindus asserted that the same rhythm must, of necessity, be mirrored at all stages of creation and in all domains. Family, the same power that was here back then is here now. You got the chance to tap into that power and use it to change this damn crazy world we live in, to make it better for our children, to make it fair, equal, get rid of this corruptness. You feel me? Get the book. There's another image in here where it shows I believe it's the cobra. The cobra when it's hood. This is a diagram showing the ideal proportions of a temple idol, right? That's the ideal proportions of a temple idol. Look at my girl Lakshmi right there. You feel me? Look at that. That's teaching you how to create idols and use them for power. You know what I'm saying? Use them for power. But yeah, y'all get the book. Sign of the Serpent, The Key to Creative Physics, Mark Balfour. And I think there's one more little piece in here I want to read too. Just one more little piece before I go, family. One little quick little piece because it's real profound. I thought it was really profound. So let's get it. It says ancient Central and South American Indian civilizations named their medicine men magicians or initiates. Nagals, as did the Chaldeans in Uruguay. The word Nago means chief, a teacher, and the serpent. The Nagals were known, it seems, to the ancient Aryans, and the Sanskrit word for the South American Nagals is Uragas. There are legends about the Nagas being the ancestors of the Uragas, whose homeland was Uruguay. In Mexico, the word becomes Nagal. Quetzalcoatl, the Mexican plumed serpent god, instructor of the populace, came accompanied by builders, painters, astronomers, etc. He built roads, civilized the people, and departed across the sea on a magic raft of serpents. Mexican tribes associated with the myth of the plumed serpent came from a city called Tulan. It is significant that they were known as Taurianis, a title closely resembling that given to the tribes of Turania in Turkestan, who were associated with the serpent. The Taurians, the Mayas, Aztecs, and Toltecs attributed the source of all light, spiritual and mental, to the great serpent, in keeping with the Christian Bible, where knowledge due to the serpent was obtained. Humboldt, the German naturalist and explorer, states, the hieroglyphs, cosmological monuments, and institutions of the peoples of Central and South America prove indisputably the existence of the communication between America and India. The Nagas, the Negas. The Nagas, the Negas. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell the truth. The truth got to be told. It's 2024. Shit. You got to tell the truth. It says the esoteric tradition places the Nagas as descendants of a prehistoric race whose homeland was destroyed by a great cataclysm 10,000 years ago. An ancient papyrus in the Leningrad Hermitage mentioned the island of the serpents and contains the following passage. After you leave my island, you will not find it again. This place will vanish under the sea waves. That's it. I'm going to end it right there, family. Get the book, Sign of the Serpent. This shit is excellent to have in your library. My name is Michael Jordan, a.k.a. the Sirius Alchemist. If you'd like a reading from me, hit me up. I'll leave my email down in the description below. I do all kinds of readings, family. You know what I'm saying? I do the Haunted House Tarot. I do the Goddess Tarot, New Orleans Tarot, the Hoodoo Tarot, the Book of Doors. You know what I'm saying? I do different kinds of reading. I also do astrology readings. So if you like a read from me, hit me up. Again, my name is Michael Jordan. I am the Sirius Alchemist. Peace.